What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome back to the podcast. And today, review yesterday's 3 NHL games. And then we are going to go over the standings as per usual on every single NHL Monday. So, yeah, we got a few things to talk about here. And then, yeah, I got a few shout outs. And then we are going to jump into it. Freddie Anderson, Carolina Hurricanes goaltender, returned today. He was out for a couple months, probably. He's been very injury prone the past few years. He's been out for a couple months, and he's returned today. He won today. He didn't play his greatest game, but the Hurricanes got the W in overtime over the Blackhawks. So yeah, he's returned, and if he can stay healthy, that's the type of goaltender that the Hurricanes need. Connor McDavid has got suspended for 3 games for the cross-check to the face of Connor Garland. You can search it up. Connor Garland is being a little bit, I would say a little bit unnecessary when he was grappling him and holding him to the ground. I think that should be a penalty, but cross-check to the face. I think a 3-game suspension, pretty fair. I'll be right back. Get back. So yeah, so that is a couple of things to talk about there. So a couple more shout outs. So for the season finale of season 8, which is episode 30 of season 8, in a week from today, next week's NHL Monday, it'd be January 28th, 2025. A week from today, NHL Monday, we will be doing. Actually, nope. It would not be June. Nope, it would be USHL Sunday. It would technically be. Yeah, technically. Be less than a week from today. 6 days from today. Technically 5 since it's after 12 my time, but. We'll just say 6 days. 6 days away. January 27th, 2025. For USHL Sunday will be the season 8 season finale. I have a big announcement for the season finale, so make sure to tune into that one. And then the season premiere of season 9, January 28th, 2025. NHL Monday. That's going to be a huge podcast episode. We got a big announcement, and we got another announcement that's going to change this podcast forever, honestly. It was a huge two big announcements, but one's an absolutely huge announcement. And it's NHL Monday, so that one's going to be jam-packed podcast episode. You do not want to miss either one of those. So back-to-back huge podcast episodes for multiple different reasons. So yeah, let's go into reviewing yesterday's NHL games. and then going over what we normally do for the NHL Monday. Senators take on the Devils here. Zach Opschuk first goal of the season by Amadeo Highmore. 3:16 second period, and Tomas Tatar fourth goal of the season was on Luke Hughes. 14:34 into the second period. And then Autumn Zub, second goal of the season by Shane Pinto. 2:15 in the third period. He should just shot Markstrom screened by a defender, I think, by his own teammate, I think. What is opening? What is loading? I don't know. It goes top shelf over the shoulder of Markstrom. He doesn't quite see it. Snipe. Devils get the Senators get 2-1 advantage. They hold on. 25 saves and 26 shots against for Anton Forsberg. He's like really like, I don't understand what the Senators, like Omar was doing ridiculous, and then now they're getting great goaltending from both of the goaltenders that have been playing with, since they don't have Omar. They've been getting great goaltending. The team's looking good. The Devils have been playing good, but not getting the results. They need to win. Because they got teams like Rangers that are on an 8-game point streak right now. We get the Blue Jackets that were just on a 6-game win streak. They need to start winning games. They need to start getting on a win streak. Start doing something. Because what they're doing right now is not working. And they're going to go down a trajectory. Because if you think about it here, we got teams like the Rangers that, if they play like they are right now, and they're in an 8-game point streak, this team's really good when they play the best. And they're playing pretty close to what we know they can play. And they're on an 8-game win streak because of that. And I don't even think they're playing the best that they possibly can with this roster. I've seen them play even better. It just really depends what Rangers team we get. But if we look at the Blue Jackets, who've been on fire, I mean, they've been occupying a wild card spot for a hot minute now. They just came off a 6-game win streak. The team's on fire. Like they're going to get chased down. They are getting chased down right now by the Rangers and the Blue Jackets specifically. But the Penguins are not too far behind. You know, like they're not that far behind. They're really not. So if you like, they gotta watch their backs. They've got to watch their backs for sure. They've got to watch their backs. Speaking of the Rangers take on the Canadiens in Montreal. Alexis Lafreniere, 12th goal of the season by Keandre Miller, 11-17 in first period. Brendan Gallagher, 11th goal of the season by Christian Dvorak and Joey Anderson. 13-15 in the first period. Will Cooley, 12th goal of the season on his 14-38 into the first period. Christian Dvorak, 4th goal of the season by Gallagher and Newhook, 5:07 in the second period. We get the bench on 9th goal of the season power play goals by Adam Fox and Panarin. Then 24 in the second period. Next Suzuki, 14th goal of the season unassisted. 15:05 into the second period. Chris Carter, 15th goal of the season by Adam Fox and Ryan Lundgren. 16:20 in the second period. Uri Slafkowski, 6th goal of the season by Cole Caulfield and Lane Hudson. 12:50 in the third period. In overtime is Patrick Laine, 12th goal of the season by Gooley and Drake Evans. 3:20 in the overtime. What a game. Jonathan Quick still searching for his 400th career win. Still hasn't got it yet. Canadiens stay on fire. The Rangers extend the 7-game point streak to now an 8-game point streak. Both of these teams are on fire. It led to a ridiculously good game. Look at the Rangers here. They're playing very, very well right now. If the playoffs started tomorrow, the Rangers would be somewhat dangerous to win probably a first round because of how hot they're playing right now. And we know what Igor Shesterkin can do. But if you look at the Canadiens right now, they are on fire too. Every single game they play is so entertaining. The physical, the high flying, the very, very fun physical team to watch hockey. These are the type of hockey games that you need to tune into. You got a red hot, young, physical, fun Canadiens roster, especially versus another very hot Rangers team. You got both gonna be fighting neck and neck for a wild card spot out of the East. This is the type of games that we watch hockey for. These type of, both teams are red hot. Original 6 franchises. Gotta fight for that Eastern Conference, for a Eastern Conference wildcard spot. Very fun young Canadiens team versus a Rangers team that was going on a downhill spiral. Started off ridiculously good, went a huge downhill spiral for like a month or two. And they're now getting really hot again, looking to get back to glory that they were just for the past couple of years. Facing off in the Bell Center in Montreal. Goes just like fights. There's multiple fights this game. Physical scrums. Goes to overtime, and Patrick Laine that seals the deal. I mean, these are the type of games that we want to watch as hockey fans. This is like the games that we make sure to tune into, you know. Stars take on the Red Wings to the main event of the evening. Mete BML, first goal of seasons by Hyra Chikawan. Yes, that's 100% you say that. And Colin Blackwell, 5:26 in first period. Jason Robertson, 15th goal of season. Power play goals by Duchesne and Miro Heiskanen, 13:05 first period. Matthew Bork, 5th goal of season by Ilya Labushkin and Matt Duchesne. 14:18 in first period. Marco Casper, 6th goal season by Edmondson and Dylan Larkin. 12:01 in third period. And Johnson, 11th goal season by Robertson. 14:09 in third period. 33 saves, 34 shots against for Jake Andre. What a ridiculous performance by Andre. That's what we all know he can perform up to. The levels that he can perform up to. Stars win 4-1. Stars are relatively hot. Johnson and Robertson score, who they both are the stars that they were struggling there for a while towards the beginning of the season. They needed to get back on the right track. And Johnson scores. He's been getting their back on the right track. Robertson's been great the past couple weeks. He's been getting on the right track. Hintz was doing really, really good there when those two weren't doing good. So maybe he can get back on the right track. If all three of those guys can get back on the right track at the same time, Otter can stay consistent, which he has been honestly all season. I'll give him credit for that because his stars haven't been fully consistent all season, but he has. And yeah, this team could be really, really dangerous to make some noise. You never know. This team has the possibility to do big things. We've seen it happen before with this team. So we're going to go over the NHL standings, go over them as we do per every NHL Monday. We're going to start the Atlantic as per usual. We might change it up. But today's not going to be that day. Today's not going to be that day. I would change it up because, you know what? Who does that? So, number one in the Atlantic Division still, Toronto Maple Leafs. They are 30 wins so far this season for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They are 30, 16, and 2 for 62 points. 7 and 3 in the last 10. 3-game win streak. This team's looking like a great team right now. If you look at 1 minute, guys. What are they got doing? Hold on. No clue what my cat was doing there for a minute. But anyways, back to business. Yeah, the Leafs are looking like, honestly, I would say a wagon. They've really been a very, very, very good roster from day one. The offense is producing at a high level. It was going in a slump there, but now it's one of the tops in the league as of late. Power play is great. Penalty kill is great. Defense is great. Goaltending is great. This team is really, really good. And since I think I'm going to go over my playoff predictions, right? The day, the NHL Monday right after the USHL Sunday that I do it. And 2 NHL Mondays, we're going to go over my playoff predictions. Because then my big announcement, my huge monumental announcement will be in effect during that time. So I think it'll be better to do that there. Again, you can guess what it is, what that big announcement is. Was pretty big, I'll say that. So, yeah, I mean, that'll be in full-time effect. So we'll be just doing it there. We got, early-ish February playoff predictions there. We got, we got, 2 days before that, I think. Wait, by the way, that would be January 26th, I think. Yeah, it'd be January 26th would be the season finale. January 27th would be the season premiere. I cannot count my days. That's my bad. But yeah, there's that, by the way. Run that up. And then January 25th, the Saturday, will be January Power Rankings. We get January Power Rankings Saturday. Sunday will be season finale of Season 8 and USHL Sunday, so we got a big announcement. And then Monday will be NHL Monday, and then another big announcement and a huge monumental announcement, and then NHL Monday. We got 3 back-to-back Good podcast episodes. Straight up right there. You don't want to miss any of those podcast episodes, to be honest. You really don't. You do not want to miss any of those podcasts. You do not want those. That's for sure. That's for dang sure. Moving on, so yeah, the Leafs are lagging, and I have them making a deep playoff run this season, which we'll get to that in two weeks. Then to Florida Panthers, 27-17-3 for 57 points, 5-4-1 the last 10. They're on a one-game win streak, so they won the most recent game. The Panthers here, Bobrovsky's having a down season. He's struggling to get 900%. It's Spencer Knight's putting up good numbers right over there. The backup, better be started to keep with this, right? The goaltending's been, been a little bit shaky, but it started Spencer Knight trying to hold it together. The defense has been inconsistent. It's been good at a lot of times. It's been bad at a lot of times. It's a mix between Sergei Bobrovsky being inconsistent and the defense being inconsistent. It's just what it is. The offense has been one of the very few consistent things with the Florida Panthers team since day one all the way to now. It's been great. Special teams have been great, but defensive goaltending has been inconsistent. So I think come playoff time, the war now is going to be tough. I think they're going to be a easier out this year than what they were the past 2 years, especially last season. Say that now. I'm just going to say that now. I'm not going to say anything else besides that about the playoff run that I predict them having. I'm not saying anything about that because in 2 weeks is when you're going to figure that all out. So, yeah. Number 3, Tampa Bay Lightning, 25-17-3 for 53 points. 5-4-1 the last 10. They lost the most recent game to the Toronto Maple Leafs today. Vasi's been great. He's looking like the 2023 Vasi. I would not say like 2019 to 2022 Vasi. That's a little bit ridiculous. But 2023 Vasi, he's about a 915 to 916, maybe 917 save percentage. Around 915 to 917-ish save percentage. Great this season. Vasi's been great. Jonas Johansson's been hit or miss. Hit or miss for sure. Seen him have great games. Seen him have terrible games. Hit or miss backup. Defense has been better, significantly better than I thought. I'll be honest. I didn't like the defense on paper, but it's been great. The offense has been one of the best in the league. Power play, one of the best in the league. Penalty kill, good. This team's looking really good. I'm telling you right now, this team's going to be a tough out from playoff time because of the way they're built for playoff time. They've got Vasi, they've got the special teams, they have it all. Compared to the Panthers, who I think are going to be really worn out from back-to-back Stanley Cup playoff runs, I think they have clear weak. Their inconsistent defense, inconsistent goaltending they're going to be easier out compared to previous years, and compared to the Lightning, going to be very, very tough out, especially compared to the past couple years. So, just saying, Tampa and Florida, the roles are kind of switched. Maybe not entirely because the Lightning are not as good as what the Panthers were last year, but I'm just saying. It's a possibility. Look at the Metro, number 1, Washington Capitals, of course. 31-10-5 for 67 points, 7-0-3 in the last 10 4-game win streak. This team's wagon. This team's absolute wagon. It's 46 games in this season, and they're still by far running away with the Metropolitan Division right now. They're far and away the best team in the Metro right now. I'll leave you there. Offense, one of the best in the league so far this season. Defense, some of the best in the league. Goaltending, top 3. Maybe even top 2. Only reason why I don't say number 1 is because, that's kind of how the Bucks in the league. But Logan Thompson, at the very least, top 3 goalie in the season. Top 3 goalie in the league this year. Really just ridiculous team. I think this team's going to start falling off a little bit, but I also said that a month ago. Feels like at this point, maybe not a month ago, but actually, yeah, about a month ago. Mid to late December is when I started saying, I maybe even started saying that before that, but I've been saying for a while that it seems going to fall off, and they haven't. They have yet to prove me different. And when you look at it, they're very, very well built, especially compared to a team like the Devils, who are struggling to putting together wins right now. You've got a team like the Hurricanes that are starting to trying to get some separation between them and the Devils. They have a decent amount better point percentage than them. But the Capitals are far and away the best team out of the Metro right now, regular season wise, and this is in the entire league right now. I would even say they're kind of, they are. I think I'm gonna go more in depth about this team and just the teams in general, especially in 2 weeks when we get to that moment of the playoff prediction. So yeah. 2, Carolina Hurricanes, 28, 16, and 57 points, 6-3-1 in the last 10 2-game win streak. This team's averaging like 40 shots a game, feels like. I know they're not super high danger shots, but when you get that much shots and goal, they're going to go in a lot of times. Defense is starting to tighten up as of late. Freddie Anderson's back. Kochekov's been good. Freddie Anderson's back, as they just said. He can bring good goaltending to this roster, and this team's going to start looking dangerous pretty dang soon. 3 New Jersey Devils, 26, 17, and 6 with 58 points. 2, 5, and 3 in the last 10 2-game losing streak. What is going on with this Devils team? What is going on with this Devils team? They're probably going to end up actually finishing number 3 in the Metro. Which we'll get to my predictions literally in a minute here. When I'm done with this and then the wildcard teams, I'll get done with that. I'll get down to that. But the Devil team, they're letting the Hurricanes and the Capitals get ahead of them, and then they're also letting them create separation. Then they're letting teams like the Rangers and the Blue Jackets start to catch up to them. They are by no means safe. They are in a tight spot right now. They are in an interesting situation right now. They are fighting for their lives in the top 3 in the Metro right now. They're just gonna have to see if they can pull together wins, because they need to start doing it soon. If you look at the wild card race right now, number 1, the 2 wild card teams are the best. The teams that are not top 3 in the division. In every conference, each conference, and the 2 best. So the top 2 wild card teams make the playoffs. Number 1 is Ottawa. They are 24, 18, 4, 52 points. They're 5-32 in the last 10 2-game win streak. Omok is playing out of his mind. And the other goalies that have been playing right now, too, have both specifically I do not know how to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about. He's been playing great. He's been playing great, honestly. Forsberg just put up a great performance. They've been getting great goaltending for whoever decides to come in. The defense has been great. Offense has been great. Special teams has been great. I really like the forward core a lot. And they're looking like they're in that first wildcard spot right now. They're in a good spot right now. They're in the best spot out of any team in the Eastern wildcard race right now, and that's huge to have. Just going into the second half of the season, huge to have in this type of a race right now. It's honestly ridiculous. And number 2, the Boston Bruins. They do have more games than it feels like everybody else, basically. 23, 19, and 6 for 52 points. 3-5-2 in the last 10. They were sliding down. And then they were leading the Sharks basically the whole game. They went down 3-2 heading into the third period. They came back and scored 4 goals in the third period and won the game. That third period comeback ended up propelling them into the second wildcard spot, which is huge. Anytime you occupy one of those 2 wildcard spots for any of the teams in the Eastern wildcard race is good, knowing the fact that you hold on to those spots and it's your spot to lose at that point. In this type of race, when you occupy one of those spots, it's your spot to lose. So I'm not gonna go over every single other team. Honestly, you don't need that. So let's look down here. See, we got teams like the Blue Jackets, who are 17-1 in the last 10. Canadians are also 17-1 in the last 10. The Rangers are on an 8-game point streak right now. And then the Detroit Red Wings are 7-3 in the last 10. Look, there's so many hot streaks right now going on. Senators are doing great. 7-2-1 in the last 10 for the Blue Jackets. 7-2-1 in the last 10 for the Montreal Canadiens. 8-game point streak for the Rangers. 7-3 in the last 10 for the Red Wings. Yeah. So let's go over this here. My predictions for the standings at the end of the season. Right now for the Atlantic, number 1. I think it's safe to say the Leafs are going to come kind of they're pulling away with the Atlantic right now. I'm sticking with the Leafs to win the Atlantic Division and get the number 1, get home ice advantage in for the first 2 rounds of at least of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Then you look over number 2. This is really tough. It is really tough. But I'm sticking with the Florida Panthers, a slightly edge of the Lightning. I think with the offense, I just think the Panthers are finding a way to win games. I don't really believe in them for playoff time, but right now, I mean, they're obviously top tier contenders still, but I have my reasons, dude. I have my reasons, bro. I just don't like this team's defensive inconsistencies. I don't like the goaltending situation right now. I think if they face up against the Lightning, Vasi's significantly better than Bobrovsky. Stolarz and Joseph Wool have been playing significantly better than Bobrovsky. Logan Thompson, Freddie Anderson, maybe even Jacob Markstrom. Like they just the goaltending situation is really bad right now. The defensive inconsistency is struggling right now, especially compared to teams like Lightning, Leafs, Capitals, Hurricanes, Devils, really any other team in the Eastern Conference right now. And then the offense has been great, but it does not stand out enough to really propel them in a playoff series over like the Lightning, who I believe are going to play them in the first round. Kind of spoiled that. The Leafs, Devils, maybe even the Hurricanes, and probably the Capitals, especially the way they're playing right now. So it's really going to be really tough for the Panthers. They're going to really have to rely heavily on their playoff experience and playoff pedigree and their ability to win playoff games, huge playoff games especially, to really get past those stronger teams right now and to get over that, the fact that they are worn out. So I wanted to see what they can do come playoff time. We all know what they can do, but I wanted to see if they can do it. And then number 3, Tampa Bay Lightning, 20. They are really good right now. I think they're gonna be neck and neck with the Panthers. I think they might even play slightly better than the Panthers, but I think the Panthers are gonna find a way to get the W's when they matter most down the stretch. And I think they're going to get that second in the Atlantic and get the home ice advantage over the Tampa Bay Lightning in the rematch of the Battle of Florida again. So that's gonna be huge for the Panthers. And then if you look at the Metro, number 1, honestly, at this point, it's probably going to be Washington. I would like to say the Devils, but it's honestly, let's be honest here, it's going to be the Washington Capitals. They are running away with this right now. They're going to hold on, in my opinion. Number 2, this is going to be tough. This is tough. But I'm going to say the Carolina Hurricanes because the Devils are falling off right now. I think they're going to be fine, but the Devils are starting to slip down right now. The Hurricanes are up. Freddie Anderson's back. So they got a good goaltending tandem now. The defense has been tightening up. The offense has been good. Special teams has been good. I think the Hurricanes are going to get the second spot. And then 3 going to be the New Jersey Devils. They're starting to fall down, but I think they're going to find the way to find the way to get. I think they're going to go on a little bit of a hot streak pretty relatively soon. So if they do, I'm calling it now. They're going to go on a bit of a hot streak soon, like a few game hot streak there. Your point streak or whatever. Get right back in that race, and then I think they're gonna end up finishing number 3 in the Metro. So yeah, then my 2 wild card teams. I think I have this down. Top contenders for this wild card spot in my opinion, no particular order. Ottawa Senators, Boston Bruins, Columbus Blue Jackets, Canadians, and Rangers. So basically the top 5 teams right here that you're seeing. Those are the top 5 contenders in my opinion. I don't think the Flyers not that good of a roster. Penguins not that good of a roster. Red Wings not a playoff team in my opinion. They have the hardest remaining schedule out of anybody, and then the Islanders and the Sabres are pretty far down right now, and I don't believe in the roster, especially not the Sabres. I think number 1 is going to be Ottawa Senators. Are getting great goaltending. Omok's a phenomenal goaltender. The defense has been great. Offense has been great. I think they're going to putting together wins. I think they're going to find a way to get that first wild card spot. A wild card spot. And then either first or second wild card spot. The other wild card spot, in my opinion, is going to go to the New York Rangers because we all know what they can do when they play the best. They've been playing pretty close to the best. This is what they can do. I think they're going to find a way to get in the playoff spot. Right outside of it is going to be, I think number 3 is going to be Columbus. No, number 3 is going to be Montreal. Number 4 is going to be Boston. Number 5 is going to be Columbus. And then number 6 probably going to be Detroit. 7 is going to be Pittsburgh. 8 is going to be Philadelphia. 9 is going to be New York. 10, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. W. Is that a W prediction for real? I'm going to take a drink real quick. We go into the West. Let me scroll down. Okay. Okay. Central Division. Number 1 the Winnipeg Jets at 31-14 and 3 for 65 points. 4-4-2 in the last 10. The Sun is slightly like, meh. But they still got the clear Vesna favorite right now and kind of held the Bucky leading in every single statistical category. Best save percentage, lowest goals against average, by far the most wins, by far the most shutouts, leading in every statistical category. 28 goals saved above expected. Number 1 in that category. Number 1 in every single category, basically in the NHL goalie stats right now. It's ridiculous. Defense definitely has flaws. But it's been good. The offense has been great. Special teams, great. The team's just great in general. But yeah, they're number 1 right now. Number 2, Minnesota Wild, 28-15-4 for 60 points. They're 6-4 in the last 10. They went on 3-game losing streak. They're starting to slide down. They pulled up, honestly, a bit of an upset today over the Avalanche in Colorado. A huge victory. A phenomenal game by Fleury. Huge victory for the Wild. Maybe they can get back on the right track of a huge win over a Central Division rival on the road. Number 3, Dallas Stars, 29-16 and 159 points, 73 in the last 10. This team's finally starting to click, and this team looks really dangerous right now in the Central Division. Number 1 in the Pacific Division, still, they're getting tracked down right now by the Edmonton Oilers, who we talked to about in a minute, but the Vegas Golden Knights barely right now. 29-14 and 4 for 62 points, 4-5-1 in the last 10. They're starting to slip down. Their flaws are starting to get exposed. They're slipping. Getting chased down by the number 2 seeded Edmonton Oilers, 29-14 and 3 for 61 points, 8-2 in the last 10. This team looks like one of the best teams in the NHL right now in general. Honestly, they're looking nasty right now. Offensively, the defense has been way better than I expected. Stuart Skinner has been more consistent than I even thought. This Edmonton Oilers team's looking really, really nasty right now. They're chasing down Edmonton. Number 3, Los Angeles Kings, 25-14 and 5 for 55 points, 6-4 in the last 10. The Kings are right there. They're there in the Pacific Division race, but they're not really there at the same time. Like, they're there. They're like 7 points outside of that. But they're also at the same time, they're like 7 points outside of that. Oilers and the Knights are kind of separating themselves from them. So, yeah, they're there. They're there still. Number 2, the number 1 wild card spot right now, the Colorado Avalanche, 57 points, 5-4-1 the last 10. They were getting on a heater. They started to come back down to earth right now. I still think they're a great team. Number 2, the Calgary Flames, 22-16, 751 points, 5-5 in the last 10. They're right there. So, before we look at all the wildcard teams, let's make our predictions. They're standing at the end of the season, in my opinion. Number 1, I still think it's going to be Winnipeg. They're kind of going away with that Central right now, so I think they're going to continue to do that. Number 2, give me the Colorado Avalanche. I'm a big believer in Colorado. Their power play has been struggling. They will turn it around. Look at this power play. It's stacked. I get it's on paper, but it's proven track record to be so good. It's going to get back on the right track. Penalty kill is good. Defense is great. Blackwood's been great. Redwood's good backup. Great backup, actually. And this team's a great team. They need to start to pull together the power play pretty dang soon, but I think they're going to, and they're going to get second in the Central. Number 3, Dallas. They're red hot. They're starting to figure it out. They're going to be right there in that Central Division mix. They'll get number 3 and be on the road versus Colorado Avalanche in the first round series if it goes as predicted. That'd be pretty tough. Look at the Pacific, number 1, probably the Oilers. I've been saying the Knights for a while, but the Oilers are catching up to them. But now, every time I change my opinion, the team that I say is going to do good does bad, and the team that I say to do bad does good. But I still think the Oilers are going to get number 1. Number 2, Vegas Golden Knights. Yes, they're starting to get slightly exposed, but they're still a great team, to be honest here. Number 3, Los Angeles Kings. I'm not a huge believer in the Kings, but there's nobody else there in that Pacific Division that, in my opinion, are going to end up overtaking them. Number 1, wild card, Minnesota Wild. They're starting to slip down there a while. They're pulling off wins. They have a great goaltending tandem. They have great defense. They haven't had pretty tough for a while, and he's on LTIR, which is going to suck. Going to drag them down a little bit, but the fact that they're able to pull off wins against very, very good teams on the road, Avalanche, it's very good sign for them. I think they're going to get the first wildcard spot, especially since how far ahead they put themselves early in the season. They still are right now. Number 2, give me the Vancouver Canucks. I just trust them in the stretch to get more important wins compared to the Flames. They're a more established team. They're more well put together. I wouldn't say that, but I think they're going to trade JT Miller soon enough. They're going to get a good return. They're going to start going in a decent role. I trust them to the more established team. They have more chemistry, and I just think I just trust them more to win bigger games down the stretch than I do the Flames. That's all it is, honestly. I could easily see the Flames making the playoffs. I really wouldn't be that surprised. I mean, I'd be a little bit surprised, but I really wouldn't be that surprised. The Flames are right there. They're in the playoffs spot right now. So, yeah. That's it right now. Yeah. 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 I think, should we do a pretty big podcast episode tomorrow? Should I do one of my big ideas tomorrow? Big idea. Should we? Yeah. Yeah, I think we should, honestly. I think we should. I think we should. Um, okay. Yep. I think tomorrow we'll do every NHL team exceeding, meeting, or below expectations. We'll do that. We're doing that. There we go. There we go. Okay, well, that's going to do it for today's podcast episode. Hope you enjoyed. Great NHL Monday. Got to speak my opinion on these NHL teams. Got to do my predictions for the season. I'm going to do that every week. But we still did it. Have a great night. If you watch this live, watch this after this live at night. Have a great day, morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time you watch this. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Post notification channel if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed today's episode 23 of season 8. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 24, season 8.